I'm sure you get this grand question all the time, as I do, which if you think about the future of retail, right, and what you've just been through and what's coming. What are the one or two nuggets that was said when people ask you that question, like what's in the future of retail, that come to mind?
Power to the people. That is the biggest shift I see, is that the source of influence is not about a large editor with a large department store dictating to the masses, this is what you buy and here is your selection and I am the authority. Instead, it's a power to the people moment where there's room for so much authenticity and differences and personalities and perspective and sharing with micro-influencers and micro-transactions.
Best career advice you've ever gotten, if you had a chance to pass it on as you do right now, what would it be?
It is unconventional. It is from my dad, and his advice to me was always crack a book. And what he meant by that, when I was struggling with trig in high school, he'd be like, oh, crack a book. And his point was, and I'd be sitting there with a book open in front of me, but his point was, don't expect somebody else to come along and help you if you're not helping yourself. Like, you show up with your effort, and the universe will meet you.
Right.
And what I love about that advice is for people today, and what I've learned in my career, right, as an entrepreneur, I've started things in industries I knew nothing about. I've taken on jobs and functions as a CEO that I really knew nothing about. But you have to have the belief in yourself that just crack a book and you can learn it.
Interestingly, I would say strong correlation between that advice and the ability to change. Like, just to be clear, they are completely correlated. I mean, one to the other.
It is,
right?
and if you think about change in the most positive way, how desperately sad would you be if somebody told you today, everything is fixed and you know all there is to know? You'd be like depressed and bored right away.
Right.
So just embrace the opposite.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we forget that in moments of change. We somehow feel like it's being done to us, where the opportunity is to crack a book.
That's right.
Right, and sort of lean into that change because it's going to happen anyway. So you might as well learn along the way. You're at StubHub, so you know I cannot not ask you this question. Favorite live experience and why?
Well, I hope it's the one I'm trying to get on StubHub right now. But it is, maybe this is a recency bias, but the last one was the Billie Eilish concert with my teenage daughter. She is an artist, is unbelievable. And watching this young woman who's 16 show up and just look and be something that rocks your world and expectations, because her voice and who she is and how real she is, it just, I mean, watching someone with that level of talent is amazing. And then watching it through the eyes of my daughter is even better.
Oh, it's a great one. Well, hopefully here's to many more transactions on StubHub, but more importantly, many more memories and live experiences. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.